Award travel is why I would assume that a majority of us play the credit card game. We play in hopes of securing enough points and statuses for easy and luxurious travel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over how with just 3 cards, $99 in annual fees, and patience saved me over $2,000 on a 5-day, 4-night trip to Mexico City. We're going to be going over the cards I got, the welcome bonuses they had, what steps I took in order to get the points for the brands that I wanted, and then see how much money I ended up saving overall on the entire trip. With that being said, let's get started. So, the cards I got. Let's start with the most basic one, the American Express Blue Business Plus. This is American Express's 2x points earning business card that a lot of people often deploy as an American Express membership rewards points earning catch-all card. I got this card on the 7th of July of this year with its standard welcome bonus of 15,000 points after $3,000 worth of spend in the first 3 months of card ownership. After spending enough money to get the bonus and earning the bonus itself, I had 21,000 American Express points to play with. The next card, or cards I should say, given I applied for them on the same day and got approved within minutes of each other, are the American Express Hilton Honors card and the no longer available Barclays A Advantage Aviator Red card. Starting off with the Hilton Honors card, this is Hilton's entry-level card and comes with benefits such as Hilton Silver status, a 5th night free when making rewards bookings as well. I got this card on the 7th of August of this year, and when I applied for the card, it had an elevated welcome bonus of 100,000 Hilton Honors points and a $100 statement credit. This bonus came after $2,000 worth of spend in the first 6 months, and once hitting the required spend, I had 108,000 Hilton points in my account and ready to be deployed wherever I needed them. And finally, the last card, the Aviator Red card, which is now no longer available because Citi will be the sole issuer of American Airlines cards next year. They have stopped accepting new applications. This is a $99 annual fee card, but however, does come with some benefits like a free checked bag on domestic flights, in-flight Wi-Fi credits, as well as preferred boarding. So you do get some value for that annual fee that you have to pay. This card was relatively well known because of how easy it was to get the very valuable bonus. All you had to do was pay the annual fee of $99 and then make one purchase on the card and you would automatically earn the 50,000 American Airlines miles that the card had to offer. With American Airlines points being some of the most valuable points currency out there, this was an absolute steal. After doing these 2 very easy tasks, I had 50,000 American Airlines points at my disposal and ready to use. Now that we know what cards we got and how many points we have, which is 21,000 American Express points, 108,000 Hilton points, and then 50,000 American Airlines points, let's look into the bookings themselves. I looked for flights first, from Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport to Mexico City, with departure dates set to February 11th. I started to search for flights with convenient flight times and landed on a flight leaving at 12:41 p.m. and arriving to Mexico City at 7:36 p.m. This flight did have a layover of about 2 hours at Dallas-Fort Worth. The layover is from 2:17 p.m. to 4:50 p.m. and then departing from Dallas-Fort Worth to Mexico City. The total points I needed for this leg of the trip ended up being 16,000 American Airlines points, 8,000 for each person. I chose to go with this route and time because of the convenience of the departure time, and also my girlfriend, or my player 2, has the Venture X card, and not only is there a Priority Pass lounge here in Atlanta, but there's also a Capital One branded lounge in Dallas-Fort Worth. If we had to have a layover, we wanted it to be in a place where we can actually enjoy it. For the leg back from Mexico City to Atlanta, on the 15th, I found a flight leaving out of Mexico City at 2:55 p.m. and arriving at our layover in Miami at 7:15 due to a time change. There we have a layover of about 2 hours, and then our flight from Miami to Atlanta leaves at 9:15 p.m. and arrives at Atlanta at 11:59 p.m. This flight was 16,500 points per person, so multiply that times 2 and you have 33,000 American Airlines points. Again, I picked this route not only because it fit into the points budget I had and it left at a convenient time, but also because of the layover airport having a lounge where we can actually enjoy our layover, because no matter what route I picked, we would have had to have a layover. The total cash price for this flight would have been $1,489.14, netting me a 3 cents per point value. But because I used miles instead, I only had to pay the fees associated with the tickets, given you can't really use any sort of rewards currency to pay for the fees associated with a flight ticket. Those fees totaling to $302.84. That makes a difference in cash price a total of $1,184.56. That's a 2.4 cents per point value if we consider that, but still an extremely impressive ratio. Meaning so far on the flights alone, I've saved almost $1,200, which is absolutely insane. And for my first really serious full trip booked on points, I couldn't be more excited. Now for the more complicated part, given I had to jump through a few hoops in order to get the right amount of points that I needed, the hotel booking. Obviously, I wanted to stay at a Hilton property given I had just gotten the Hilton Honors Card and gotten the sign-up bonus for it as well. After a few hours of searching, I found the one. The Hilton Mexico City Reforma. The points price for a one king room for the 4 nights I needed was 200,000 Hilton points. This is quite a bit of points, so let's take a look at how I got there. To start, I had the 100,000 points from the welcome bonus of my Hilton Honors Card, and then the spend I put on the card to get to that welcome bonus ended up being around 8,000 points, so that's a total of 108,000 points with Hilton. To get more Hilton points, I used the 21,000 American Express points to transfer to Hilton, and I know this is sort of frowned upon given that American Express points are worth about 2 cents per point, and Hilton points are only worth about half a cent per point. However, American Express does transfer to Hilton at a 1-to-2 ratio, and they were also running a 25% transfer boost as well when I ended up transferring the points. So for every 1,000 American Express points that I transferred, I got 2,500 Hilton points. So I transferred over all 21,000 points and got 52,500 Hilton points. My new Hilton balance was 160,500 points. That means there's still about 40,000 points that I have to make up in order to get to that magic number of 200,000. But luckily for me, Hilton, as they often do, was running a 100% points boost whenever you purchase points through Hilton. So I'm buying points at 1 cent per point and buying 20,000 points. I got an additional 20,000 on top of that, giving me the last 40,000 points that I needed for a total of $200. We're finally here, the magic 200,000 points balance that I needed in order to book the nights that I am staying. Had I paid cash for this room, I would have paid roughly $1,044 based on an average cost per night, given that when I went back to look at what it would have cost to book this for cash, it said that the rooms were all sold out. That ended up giving me about an exact half cent per point value per point on this booking. However, I really wasn't worried about the value of the points that I was using, given I had to stay at an exact place at an exact time. So the fact that I at least got the average value of the points is totally fine with me. Now, if we go ahead and subtract that $200 that I spent in order to buy points from the total saved from booking this with points, we get a total saved of $844. Again, given this is my first go at a really big redemption, I am pretty darn happy with it. Let's add the total saved across both the flight bookings and the hotel bookings now. That's $1,184.56 for the flights and $844 for the hotel, making the grand total savings on this trip a whopping $2,024.56. I'm super excited about this trip I have planned, and I'm even more excited because I know that I was able to save so much money with the knowledge that I have been able to provide myself with. This is outright proof that you don't have to have the craziest and the highest welcome bonuses out there to get the travel that you want. The best way that I can think to go about booking travel and wanting to pay points for it is figure out where you want to go, and then figure out who you want to stay with, as in what hotels, and then figure out how you want to get there in terms of what airlines you want to fly, and then figure out what cards have the welcome bonuses that you need in order to get those points, and then you go for it. Thank you guys for watching. This was a super fun video to make, mainly because I sort of got to relive the planning and booking of this trip, and it was just awesome. If you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot, and let me know what you guys think about this redemption in the comments below. Would you have done anything differently? Again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.